one's called Feel the Wrath, and it has words.
Feel the wrath. Feel the wrath. Rap, 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 rap. Rap.
Recording in progress.
Recording in progress. Continue.
Welcome to Feel the Wrath, Kalmex.
Feel the Wrath. Yeah, that's a good song.
Hella.
I that one.
One of my faves. You at Snowman's house?
What's that?
You're at Snowman's?
Yeah, this is the snow cave right here, dude. It's like this is a retreat to go with when the ladies are bugging. You can get here to relax.
Oh, yeah.
So chilling here. Got TV. Got food. Got refrigerator. It's all good.
That's all you need.
Exactly, man.
Hell yeah.
Surviving.
Good to see you, dog.
You too, man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being on. Appreciate it.
Oh man, looking forward to it, man.
Hell yeah. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what are you sipping on?
I got a fucking Paps, dude. I've been doing light beer these days. You know, some Paps.
There you go.
And I got a Shoddy, but I'm kind of saving it. Oh, you got IPA. Oh, damn.
NA.
Stronger than you know. I like the light beer.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, you can drink more of those.
Yeah, that's like it's touring beer. You go on tour, you can have
Exactly.
Paps and just drink 8-10 of them and still play all right. If you got you got problems.
Totally.
Struggling through the show, you know.
Word.
Get too faded, you know. So, you know, something like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to it. So, I don't know if I have to map it every time to fucking ask the same fucking questions, but so you grew up in Redwood City, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Where were you born at?
I was born in Kaiser, dude, right there on fucking Veterans and
Okay.
that
Same with that.
Yeah, right by Kinder's house, not too far.
Exactly.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Dude, when I used to go to Kaiser for whatever, like fucking Kindred had like an overpass thing. He threw up a fucking like Metallica like underneath the overpass, dude, and I was like,
Sick.
I'd look at that like, oh my god, like what the fuck is that? And they like I threw that up, you know.
Hell yeah. That's dope.
Hell yeah.
And then so you went to what elementary?
Man, I went to Subby Lane, which was like in the edge of Redwood City.
Yep.
And then I went to fucking Kennedy, which was a junior high school, and then Woodside.
And then
I met Billy Galley, and then like after meeting Billy Galley, I met fucking Kindred and like the whole band thing.
Hella. And you met them in Kennedy?
Billy, I met in Kennedy.
Okay.
Like that was like kind of like the point where like the band started meeting and Billy, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so obviously your brothers play instruments and whatnot. Well, Snowman plays guitar and bass, but so like, and then they did Immortal Fate kind of before Plutocracy. But who was the first one? Like, how did that come about in your family? Like, how did everybody get interested in music, and who was like the first one to start?
Man, it's like it was almost like Pluto and Immortal started at the same time, almost.
Okay.
Like it was so like in the same like maybe 1 month after or whatever, and like who knows which one started first because Kindred was like such a fucking like go getter, like let's go, So it was like Plutocracy started, and Immortal Fate started, and it was like so quick it happened, and like I don't remember. I think maybe Pluto had the jump on it, but I don't know like who started it first.
Uh-huh.
Like my background was my dad used to like fucking like classic rock, so I was always into classic rock and shit. I never heard of punk music until I met Kindred. I was like, but I remember the first couple of shows at the Pony Express were like, oh, like fuck, we're actually like we're playing shows now, this kind of feeling, it was.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
It was cool.
But who got a guitar first? Was it you or Snowman, or how did you guys start playing?
Snowman started playing guitar. And Payload, my little brother, he never played guitar. Like, just whatever. He's an old gold junkie, he drink old English. But Snowman was like pretty talented. He always showed me licks and shit, and pretty much taught me how to play guitar.
Okay.
Like when I got to meet with Kindred, it was like, man, like he was good too. Like he knew riffs and shit. And we show each other riffs. Like we were so young that we'd actually like pretty much taught each other what how do you do that? How do you do that? So we would teach each other. It was a good time, man.
It's fucking cool. Hell yeah. And that was your very first band was Plutocracy.
That was the first one. I joined that when I was like 15, and that was like kind of like the school of rock.
Mm-hmm.
Like I learned how to record. I learned how to like do certain things. Like that's the first time I sang ever. Like it was so much of a learning experience.
Yeah,
it was like so fucking cool because it was the music. I love the music. It's like to this day, it's like that's the band I love the most. It's like. And Kinder was always like fucking inspirational. Like, oh, let's try this, let's do that.
Oh.
So it was like, okay. So it was killer, man. That first band was going to the studio after that was always like, okay, we're gonna do this because we knew it before because we tried it with Pluto, So it was cool.
Fuck yeah. And then so Jesse talked about how that one day he took acid and he went to Max's house in Atherton. And, he said that was the first day he met you was at band practice or whatnot. And I think I might've been there because I think you and I met at Max's house as well during one of those practices, way back in the day. But it's just funny that he's like all acid tripped out, just like all.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. We like, I remember like jamming with Jesse like about maybe like 2 or 3 times, and we had to set down. We're gonna play a show. We have a set, everything, and I remember jamming with Jesse, and it was like, man, these are fucking killer. I loved his fucking vocals. I can't wait to play a show with Jesse. And then like. There was a classic line of Jesse. He was like kicking back on a car outside of Max's house. He was like, had a big ass hog leg joint. He was like, oh man, I'm just getting too burnt out. I'm being serious. And he was like, that's it. I'm fucking out. Like, damn, that like, it was like that. He was like, I'm too burnt out. I'm being serious. He was like, you guys can do your thing. And I'm like, all right. And I was like, man, dude, I wanted to play a show with Jesse. I never got to, but whatever.
That's right. Yeah. Because so he gave me, his dad found the tape that I uploaded from the Pony Express, and it was you guys in Immortal Fate, and that was Chris V.
Oh, dude, hell yeah!
And because it was hard to see because it was so staticky. But I was like, is that Kalmex? Did that count? No, I can't.
I never played with Chris V. Yeah, that was pretty like the Pluto stages were so quick in the early days. It was like, maybe like I don't even know, like maybe 6 months before like me and Billy got into it, and then took his form. Like those first shows were crazy. It was like all the people from Sequoia High School or whatever. It was like party. So it was crazy. I loved it. It was fucking
totally. Man. Yeah, that's sick, dude. And then so you've told me before, but how did you get the name Kalmex?
So like me and Kid were good partners. We partied all the time, and one night we took acid. We were walking around Rose City, just being total knuckleheads, motherfuckers, and like we can end up crashing at Kinder's place at his parents' house and shit. He put on Pink Floyd The Wall, and we're just fading out. And I woke up and I was like, I saw my face in a dream of a fucking face on a plaque, like an Indian fucking plaque, and I was like, it said the name Kalmex. It wasn't spelled the name that Kinder spelled it, but I woke up and I go, my name's Kalmex. The kid was all right, Kalmex, I got to go to fucking summer school. And I was like, he laughed and shit. I was like, you can leave me here? Like, all right. So, and he respelled it the way he wanted to spell it. And that was that name, dude. So that was, he always liked it. He was like, all right, Kalmex.
That's sick. Oh, yeah. Love
It's acid dream, pretty much,
Hella. That's rad.
Yeah, man.
And then how did the meat shits come to effect? Because dude, you guys were like super young, and those creeper fools like somehow did they meet up with Max or something? Like, how did you guys?
Yeah, isn't it ironic? You're like playing pornocore and you're only 15.
Totally.
They were friends with Max through like online, like not even online, but mail, like just mail stuff, like the tapes and stuff, whatever.
Right.
And then like they became friends with Max, and they were like, "Hey man, you want to play drums for a recording or something?" And fucking so Kindred and Max went to fucking Modesto to record "Fuck Frenzy."
Right.
It's actually like one of the cool recordings that they do because it's kind of slower and weird. I don't know. All the recordings are pretty fucking shitty.
Right.
Hence the band name, Meat Shit.
Totally.
Then they fucking did. They went, okay, we're gonna record like fucking like 2 hours worth of music, dude, at Bart's studio. So like we just spent all day there. We got like fucking 2 cases of beer. Just sat there all day and recorded. It was like fucking shit, And it was like I went on the drums, Kid went on the drums. We were just fucking around. It's like all like, it was like. It was pretty bullshit. We played like 1 or 2 shows with those guys, and it was like the dude had an ego at the end of it, and it was like, Max was like, "Fuck you, you fucking meat shit faggot." It got to the point where like, we don't fucking care, dude. We just did it for fun,
Right, totally. That's funny.
It got yeah. I was like, fuck that.
It was weird too, because you guys were like 15, 16. Those fools are like in their 30s and shit.
Yeah, it was
kind of strange.
Creepy ass old man. Like,
Totally.
remember the guitar player, dude? I guess it was like Fart Box or some shit. It was like, his house, dude, like his apartment in like Modesto, dude. And he was like, and he actually had a hot lady around. She was making breakfast. It was like, we were watching like Tracy Lord pornos and shit. It was fucking crazy, dude. It was like, what the fuck is this? 15.
Right.
It was dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
You played in Modesto, dude. It was like, who's out there, dude? Like all these fucking like farmers and shit, dude.
Right.
I played in a fucking cornfield one time, dude.
Damn.
Sad or something. And some fucking like some people from Redwood came to see it, dude. It was like, man, it was weird back then.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
History.
Play some shows that are fucking weird,
But yeah, and then so when did you like figure out that you could play the drums?
Oh man. So like at the end of Plutocracy, when it was starting to end, it was like me and Kid seeing signals that it's gonna, it's getting there. Mm-hmm. And I always wanted to play. And then like Kinder was like, all right, you want to take it serious? Then, I'll get you the drum set. And he got it from fucking Clint Baker, which was like
sick.
Yeah, which was like, and that was like, he didn't buy it. He was like, oh, that was like a fucking weed transaction. He was like, all right, I'll sell these bags for you if you give it the drum set. Right. So he got the set for me. He's like, all right, callbacks, get on the flex, whatever. So, we started to write some songs, and then like, was like, all right, we got enough songs to fucking start a band, no less. Uh-huh. So it was like, Kendrick was like, here, dude, like, let's do it on ourselves. Let's do it. Fuck it, We were both pretty pissed off when Plutocracy broke up. We were like, kind of like, fuck, now what?
Right.
So Kendrick was like, let's keep rolling. Let's go.
It's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, so it just, I was like, all right, I'll play drums then,
Yeah, you killing it.
Pretty quick back in those days,
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
That's dope.
It was cool.
Yeah, and then let's see. And then obviously you did Kalmex and the Rift Merchants, you were on Verlaten and all that too. And so, I mean, which one do you prefer to play?
I'm a huge fan of Plutocracy, dude. Like, to my dying day. Like, I think that's those riffs. I love those riffs. Like,
Those your favorite?
like, dude, like just that time of my life and those riffs, so sacred to me. Like,
Right.
I mean, first time I ever wrote, a whole song all the way through. First time I ever wrote lyrics. I'm recording. Like, there's so much that's in that band, Pluto.
Yeah.
I love. I stand behind it. 100%. Like, I mean, that's me and Kindred, dude. Like, fucking, like, together. It's like that band. After that, it was like being in bands and you be in bands and you jam and you record and whatever. Man, I love that band so much.
Fuck yeah. That's cool.
Fuck yeah.
What was one of your favorite shows that you played when you were in Plutocracy
Man,
that you could remember?
shit. We played. We used to play like a lot of underground shows. We never were on big shows.
Right.
We were always the underdogs. Man, I remember we went to New York City to play in New York City to play in CBGB, this punk fest, and that was a big thing for us.
Yeah.
Max didn't fly with us. He was already there, and it was like meeting him there. Hey, you're here. But that night, Kindred like slipped the LP to the DJ on the record, and the intro to Sniping Pigs. Motherfucker kept playing that between every band. He liked it. It was like between every band you hear that Plutocracy intro, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, dude. And it was a cool night, and I think we met some of the New York City fucking like Billy Mulatto motherfuckers or whatever. We was like doing drugs, drinking. Like, it was a crazy night. It was like, man, there were some good shows.
Fuck yeah. That's fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking back and forth on, text or whatever. And,
Yeah.
And you said, we might have some kindred stories that are most fond to you, Can you speak on any that come to your mind? Just some of your favorite. I mean, obviously you guys are brothers, but
so many, dude. I don't know where to start. It's like, it's like,
I know.
I mean, you could be fucking go get a burrito, and he could be a crazy motherfucker. And there's a story.
Totally.
Like that. Fucking I mean, like the first time I met that dude was in the backyard of Billy Galley's house. And like we go there, pull up on some beers, and have some weed and shit, and like the creek was right there. We just throw it over the creek. Like, nobody sees. Nobody saw nothing. So one day, Kendrick comes running in fucking to the back. He's like, I'm on acid. And he was just rolling around the floor. He's like, like crazy motherfucker. I was like, who the fuck's that, blood? And I really lost Kindred. And I was like, this guy's fucking hell of annoying, blood. Like, because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. He just get, And I was like, damn. And then like a week later, we were like, like inseparable, dude. Like we were like playing guitar every day. Like, we started to like learn guitar from each other, me and him. So it was like, and we did that all the way through Pluto, and all the way to we fucking died. We still played guitar together. Cool, I mean, he was like my best mate as far as guitar, and man, it's like I miss. It's like the last time I seen him, like, it was like we would like simple guitar. Let's make a song together, and play some guitar. And we did that, and like it was so just like peaceful, just chilling, I mean, peaceful with like a couple of beers in the shop,
Sure.
a pill of fucking like, man. But it was like we had that kind of brotherhood, which was nice,
Right.
So but that fool definitely changed my life, dude, a lot, dude.
It changed a lot of people, man. I mean,
I know that guy, man.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, there's only certain people that come through your life, like that. that change, you know, and, you know, not like you know, it's kind of cheesy to say like a guiding light, but like somebody like that is just, you know, super talented, super just
dude, everything.
good friend, just like, you know, always can count on him and whatnot. Because like the first day I met Kindred was at Jesse's Ramp. And that was the house, not by KFC, but his dad's house that had the basement. And there was this kid standing on the ramp, you know, and he had feathered hair, had his little locket. He had his like little
the Sid Vicious locket.
Exactly. Yeah. And he was just chilling. He was like super quiet, you know, because I didn't know him. So a bunch of the people didn't really know him, but he was just standing there and he was, you know, just chilling, whatever, you know. And then as you met him and started to come around more, he'd get a little bit louder, you know. And then for the longest time, he didn't want cigarettes. You know, he was like, no matter how long, like, dude, for like a long time, he was totally against cigarettes. And then one time
I remember that.
and he's like smoking like a train. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He's just like, fuck it, I smoke cigarettes now. Want one? I'm like, no, I'm good.
We had the first house we lived at, like when I was like dropped out of high school, whatever. The first house we lived at, it was like I put a big sign up. I was like, no smoking inside. I didn't like it either, right? And the lady I was meeting at the time, some young girl, whatever, he was like, "Oh, this nut are allowed in here," and he like took it out of her mouth. I was like, "You fucking asshole!" Kidder is fucking crazy, man.
Oh, he just didn't give a fuck.
I love that too, man. It's like so many times I don't, you know, I always think about that guy,
Right.
Dude. You know,
Yeah.
situations, man.
Yeah, I mean, and he was usually like fucking. Well, when he used to come to the garage all the time at my parents' house,
Yeah,
you know, he was usually just chill. I'd never seen him go aggro, but one time, you know, I had my piece of shit bug and I had a fucking stereo system in the back, and the speaker got stolen. Whatever, it was fucking probably worth $50 at the most, you know. But I was all bummed and shit. We thought that the people across the street. There's a bunch of these like wannabe gangster kids used to hang out there. So we thought that they did it. And so fucking Kinder goes out there and he fucking punks one of them. He's like, "Hey, motherfucker." And he's like, dude, talking all this shit. I'm like, God damn, fool. And they like had to like run and like they took the fuck off and shit. And I've never seen Kinder get like that aggro. Like he got to a certain point. He's like, "We're gonna get shit back, bro." And I'm like,
yeah, he had balls, dude. Like, you know, one time it was like Immortal Fate playing at the Omni with Sadis. And like Pat Galley's fucking lady was filming it on like a big ass fucking VHS camera, those big ass, like, you know, it looked like you're like good on the news and shit, you know. And they're like, "Oh, you can't have the camera in here." She's like, "Oh, I'm filming my boyfriend playing," and like they started to fucking harass her. You know, it was like, "Hey, you fucking bouncer faggot," you know. So like, Kidder fucking socked a dude, and like,
oh shit,
and like there was hella big motherfuckers, and like they chased him out of the Albany, dude, running around a car, like trying to. Why can't you? I want to fucking kill you. It was like, fuck you. It was crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, and the Omni, dude, you know, in Oakland and shit.
That's funny. So many stories with that fool.
Dude, there's a lot, you know, like
serious.
Unlock
like, what was the whole fucking putting the fucking pantyhose over the face, dude?
That was his idea, man. I don't know why. It was like some kind of like, I don't know what we're gonna steal, like fucking like Walgreens register or something. I don't know, but you know, that was his idea. Down with that, I was like, whatever, let's do it.
That and his like pajamas, whatever they used to wear.
That was at the Gilman. He did a couple times. And
yeah, they're like jammy, like scrubs or whatever. He used to rock that shit all the time
with the fucking goggles and shit. Yeah, it wasn't fucking goggles, dude. You're sleeping, but you're swimming. You know what I'm saying? Get over sick.
Fucking hilarious.
Okay.
But yeah, and then so that day that he passed, you and I hadn't talked for a few years, whatever, and you gave me a call while I was at work, and you let me know, and I was like, "Fuck, man," because I saw him. Let's see, I want to say I saw him that same year in March, right before my son was about to be born, who later passed away that same year. It was 2009, right? That Kinder passed.
2012, I think.
2012. Okay, no. Okay,
So,
they already passed. But yeah, I hadn't seen him since then. And that night, me and Matt went down to San Mateo, and we went to his apartment. Because we were going to that show that you guys played with G Styles and No Less. Did a little thing on there too.
okay.
So I got to see him. He was all stoked for me, because I was going to have a child and all that. And Tizzo there, and it was all love. Dude, I hadn't seen Kindred in like forever. It was all love, And I didn't see him, and then you gave me a call, and it was just like, fuck, man, So and then you invited me over to a little get together, and then at your house, and then that's where I met Spider that night too. So and then we had a little fucking thing, But I just want to say thank you for reaching out, man, because
yeah, man.
It's
Kinder was so dear to my heart, dude. Like even to now, and it's like, honestly, dude, many days I go by that I don't think about him in some way, And it's like it's there always, dude. And like, and fucking playing the guitar, it's like, it's so different nowadays because like with him, I could show him something, he'd show me something. We worked so good together, It's like, and now we're getting older and all this bullshit, whatever.
Right.
But, man, I miss that guy, just not for bad reasons or whatever, but just for his personality and just talking to him and like fucking like his fucking, he'd be like, hey, Kalmex, he'd tell me fucking shit, I'd be like, all right, bro, I got you. You know what I mean? So I miss that, fuck, man, it's been a while, man. Try to go on with do your things, I'm happy that I have a son now in my life, so that changes some things, and
absolutely,
and I'm happy for that,
Yeah,
happy to be a father, So,
yeah, man, changes.
Yeah, it does, man.
Changes you for the better, for sure.
Changes where the money goes.
Salute.
Oh hell yeah! I got a Paps.
Hey, whatever. Salute.
Oh yeah, salute, brother.
So let's go on a better note. Let's do some requests, Kalmex.
Oh really? What do you want to hear, man?
See, Kalmex hit me up and said, and he was the one who said, "Why don't I bring my guitar and let's play some fucking request writ?"
Why not? Why not?
Hell yeah! So
why not?
So first one.
Yeah.
Of course, you got to do Feel the Wrath, because that's what this podcast
Feel the Wrath. Ah, something like that. I think I fucked up.
Fuck yeah.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, this is so awesome. So another Pluto class tension.
Oh, you got 10 minutes? That's a long one, man.
You don't have to do the whole thing. Just do some of it. So
that one starts out with the.
What I did was I went through a bunch of and tried to find the most guitar-y shit and a lot of stuff that you did.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I picked these.
So class tension starts out with Kinner's riff. There's a couple Kinner's riff, and like he came to rehearsal with like 2 songs written already, which was class tension and GBA. And like I was like, but they weren't finished. They were like skeletons or whatever. And like I love those 2 songs about Sneaky, It was like, because they were fucking brutal. So it starts out with Sneaky Drift, so it goes like that. Billy had a part where he did like do 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 do. And Kindred did something, and this was all about Kindred. He was like, dude, we got to write a riff where everybody does not the same riff. We have to all do different riffs. He was like, so this was the riff we first did that. It was like
sick.
One thing, Kindred's doing one thing, and I'm doing another thing. So it's like we're not playing the same thing. Kindred will. We have to do this. We have to do this. So it's like Billy's like, I don't know what fucking Kindred's doing, but I'm going like. Like that for a while.
Yeah, love it. Fucking awesome.
Kindred kind of orchestrated that one. You know,
I need to grab another brew.
Hell yeah. Sounds good to me, man. So yeah, you know, it's like I never got to play a show with Jesse, and I was like, I hella wanted to. I was so like looking forward to that, man. You know. I was like, man, I want to play. I loved his vocals so much.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, it came to later. I was like, man, he sounded a little bit like Cryptic Slaughter or something. I was like, yeah, I love that. You know.
Fuck yeah. All right.
You know.
Ready?
Yeah.
Another one. So the last Pluto. So I picked 3 of each. So I picked 3 bands that you were in, and three songs from each. So
okay.
So the last one's Blurred.
Blurred. That was written by Max Ford completely. The lyrics and the guitars.
Okay.
Max. It was just. That was a good song by Max. I liked it.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun. I love this. All right. And then you told me to pick some no less tracks.
What's that?
You told me to pick some no less tracks.
Yeah, that might be a little difficult depending on
because you played
depending on what you pick.
White bread.
I know most of them, but you know.
White bread.
Wow, man. Shit, I don't know that one too good. That's a Snowman episode, maybe. You know. Yeah, that's a weird riff that Snowman wrote.
All right.
I know Frog.
Do Frog.
That's a Kindred riff. Some of them riffs, Snowman and Kindred got together with those songs pretty well. You know,
right.
They did a good writing partnership on that one.
All right. Let's just go to Redacted then.
Redacted.
So I picked 3 Redacted songs too.
I could probably play those.
So El Chapo's Revenge. Just because I wrote the lyrics to that song.
Oh, hell yeah. Is that the one that goes on? Is that the one?
Yep.
just a little we haven't done redacted for a while.
Yeah. So what's up? So I needed to bring this up because, I got this Facebook. I'm not on Facebook almost ever, but this Facebook memory thing came up. Actually, it wasn't whatever Google memory, and it was when a year ago in August we were all up at SF doing backups.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah. It's been a
He
year.
showed up real quick, and then me and Jay were up there, and then me and Frank went back with Freeway like a month later and did some more work on it, and then all of a sudden it's a year later, and we're like, Freeway, what's up with the
Man, it seems like the curse of the West Bay. It's like we always we record something and it goes to like ghost town or something. It's like, where'd it go? What happened?
totally
Like a year later, it's like, man, that was the thing about back in like the last days. It was like some bands would be putting out 7 inches all the time. We're like,
right.
we just recorded, or it's just way better than that. That's our own opinion, but whatever. We're like this,
Right.
but it would never get released. It's like, so what the fuck is this, blood? And like just the thing, and it was like, so we recorded that album, and I was sitting around, dude. It's like
Totally.
had it, somebody put it out and everything. It's like, I don't know. I just hope Freeway's okay. I know he the last text I got from him, he was like, oh, I'm in purgatory. He was like, okay, well, if you're not ready to, whatever. I just wish you well,
Right.
I just hope he's okay. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, he posts up there every once in a while. He's been doing stuff or shows or whatever. He just did Exodus like a couple days ago. Or
I saw that. Yeah.
like,
I was like,
so,
okay.
I think he's all right, but Freeway, I hope you're all right. But what's up with the redacted shit?
Get redacted back, man. What's
Get
up?
that
Man?
shit out.
I love that band, dude. It's like that's like the ticket to like get everything from the old days back.
Wow, it's OG shit. All the OGs.
Dude, yeah, it's like it's like Immortal Fate, dude. Like that band was fucking killer, dude. Like, you got Immortal Fate on drums. You got Snowman on fucking guitar. It's like it's like it just feels so natural and comfortable, and it feels good when we're rocking. It's like
sick band, dude.
I love it, man.
Hell yeah.
I want to do that, but it depends on a couple of people,
Sure.
So get that.
All right. How about Predisposed to Perish?
Oh man, I don't remember that one, dude.
Sorry.
Is that the song? I don't even know.
I listened to it before, like a couple days ago. I don't know all those songs by heart, so
Yeah, I mean, it's like I want to kind of like a Pluto mind state. It's like I can remember all the songs from Pluto, like years will pass, and
right.
recent songs, I'm like, what? I got a mind gap. It's like I don't know. It's weird, man.
And then there was one more. When Ed Awoke.
Which one?
When Ed Awoke.
Oh God,
That's a longer one too. There's a lot
shit.
of
That's
yeah.
I'd have to figure that one out.
All right. So how about this?
Give me another Pluto one.
You play your favorite riff that you ever wrote.
All right, I got that one for sure. We did the Pluto stuff, and this one was always one of my favorites because the way that Max approached the drums was just like he hits it on the one like a James Brown instead of going like boo boo-ka, boo boo boo-ka. He starts on the one da 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 da, which made the riff sound way sicker than it should be. Made my riff sound good. So this one. That one. Oh,
Yeah.
That was,
Love it.
Kid would always do his thing.
That's rad.
We taught each other that, like, he wanted me to teach that thing to. Once I showed him that, then he was like off to the races. He was like, you know what? Yeah, fucking care.
It's so awesome. Fuck yeah.
I loved it, man. Yeah.
So, have you been working on anything else after Redacted?
Not much, dude. I just recently picked up the guitar. Man, my fucking schedule is so crazy with my child, you know. It's like I miss those days and shit. I want to play drums again. It's mostly like the most thing that I miss a lot about music. You get to beat on things and you can get away with it. So I miss that. Man, I haven't done it for a while.
Right.
Man, being a fucking full-time daddy is a lot of responsibility, dude.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But it's all worth it.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know,
It's fun.
yeah, I love it, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what the music scene's like these days. You know, I don't even know. Like, I think I want to see some old farts on stage. You know, like, oh, who are these guys? You know, what the fuck?
Right.
They doing? What? You know, it's like, hey, we're playing Napalm Death cover tunes. You know, or whatever. You know, it's like, you know.
Yep. Wrong.
All right, fucking cheers, brother.
Cheers.
To fucking Stinkweed in fucking West Bay, Danco, everything that we all fucking came from. I love it.
West Bay all day. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Nah, man, I miss music so much, dude. So much, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like you got to be like, I don't know why being responsible means you have to be boring, but it gets there. You know.
Hey, it'll come back around. I mean, your son is how old now?
5.
5. Okay. I mean, you know, it gets better around 6. Like my daughter, when my daughter turned 6, she became more independent. She started making her own, you know, cereal or whatnot, and then stopped knocking at my door at 6 a.m. You know, it only gets better.
Oh yeah.
Then they can start taking care of themselves a little bit more, and then you have a little bit more time to do what you want to do. You know.
Fuck yeah.
So it gets better.
It's definitely worth it. I mean,
So,
you know, my child is like beautiful guy, like, hey, whatever he says, cool, you know.
oh, yeah.
He's a cool dude.
All right. Well, you want to do more riffs, or you want to do your albums?
I'll do my favorite Kinder riffs.
There you go.
How's that?
Okay. So what song?
So let's start with let's see. I think it's a song called Erupt, I think. And a riff that I never knew before Kendrick kind of showed this to me, which was cool. Which was like, it's like doing like a lot of jamming and just using like a sliding, which was like totally something different at that time. It's a fucking Kindred riff. So it goes like, and the song goes like, one of my favorite Kindred riffs. And Danksters, he did the same kind of thing where it goes like, it goes, which is like totally non-conventional chords, like you just do them at your leisure, whatever. Kindred chords. So, yeah, Kindred. And then this one was one of my favorites. I don't know what song this was. Yeah, some good riffs, man. You know, those things were like, those kind of riffs were like something that I don't think anybody was doing at the time. I don't know. I don't even know, because most of the metal was always like power chords. Power chords. But me and Kendrick kind of got off on these weird fucking notes where it was like, just fucking with chords and making sounds, which was like kind of like the whole Dankcore platform. So it was like, it wasn't normal kind of, you know, like, it always sounded a little bit like it was not tuned right. That's what we like, you know. And then if you do it fast, it just made it even sound more fucking crazy. It was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, it's not like fucking bee swarming or something, you know. So we love those things, you know. I mean, you mix them up, so you go to power chords for a while, you know. Weird tank chord. And we did a lot of that, which was cool.
It's rad.
Yeah.
Love it.
I loved it, you know. I learned a lot from Kindred playing guitar, and we kind of like taught each other.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude, it was cool. And that one was stolen from Wood. That fucking. Dang.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well, so you said you brought your albums?
What's that?
You said you brought your albums? I mean, at least 3 of them?
Oh yeah. Let me see what they're right here. That's right. Let's check it out. I got one here. This one. Check that out.
Assuck. Sick. Old. So is that Old Lady Drivers?
Old Lady Drivers, man.
So that's a split?
Yeah, and I remember getting this, and it was just like, wow. It was just like, okay, check this out, man. So on a 539 on the list. See that shit? There's a. It's only 900 copy or whatever. So yeah, I was blown away. Just because like both bands were so fucking brutal. Like the Ashlock was like the snare drum was like clack, 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 clack. So fucking annoyingly loud snare. I loved it. I was like, oh wow, that's fucking great. And then Lenny was just like, oh yeah, like the vocals. I was like, I kind of got my vocals from the Lady Drivers because how they were just like, it was so just dirty and just disgusting. Like, you know, I was like,
that's dope.
It was that record. Fucking, I played it all the time and all, you know. And then I got one for you right here. This one, old school days.
Nice.
This one because one day I walked into the House of Faith where we were doing recording music for Bart and shit during Pluto sessions or whatever, and fucking that music was playing in the background, and the bell from the ride cymbal, ding, 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 clack. You know, it sounded like fucking the same bell as fucking 976. We just recorded like a week earlier, and I was like, oh, I got to Bart. I go, is that some 976 I haven't heard yet? He's like, oh, nah, man, this is the Beatles. Fucking Beatles? I was like, the Beatles? Oh, are you serious? And like, he's like, yeah, she's so heavy. So I went home and put it on my fucking record, you know, and I was like, oh man, it was like that song, doom, doom, doom. It was fucking heavy, you know. I was like, so I wanted to fucking experience more of that band, and then I got like so into that band, I was like, oh shit, dude. That band's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah,
things they did through all the generation gaps or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
I was still a big fan.
Sick. Oh yeah.
Let me see what I got. Let's see. This one here.
Yo. Symphonies of Sickness.
Oh yeah.
You got to open up the middle.
Huh?
You got to open it up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just for a moment, just
flash. You're right.
Because it's going to go on YouTube and people might be all, but it's so sick. I have that vinyl too.
Beautiful.
That's my favorite.
Huh.
Shit's so ill.
Huh.
So many times I would trip out on acid and I would just sit there and look at it and just be like, oh.
Dude, that was like too much to handle at high school age.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, like, Kidder gave me that fucking record and I was like, oh. You know, it was like, God damn, dude, this is fucking insane. Like, listen to how fucking distorted the guitars are. And listen to the fucking drums that are just fucking hitting napalm the whole time. You know, it's like, can you get any more fucking brutal than that? At that time?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I mean, Palm Death was fucking sick, and they're one of my favorites too. But that shit, like the fucking guitar sound, you know, it was just fucking insane, dude.
And you went to that show with Entombed, did you not? It was at the Omni?
Entombed?
Yeah.
I think I seen them once. Right? I don't know. I've never seen Entombed. I don't know. Yeah,
so
great bands.
What is it? The Stone was in San Francisco, right? And then the Omni was in Oakland?
Oakland.
Yeah. So me and a bunch of people were in Corey's van on the way to that show, to the Carcass and Entombed show in Oakland. And we drank 40s at Old English before we got in the ride.
Ooh.
And we were driving across the Bay Bridge and it was fucking raining and we had no windshield wipers. And we're just like fucking, Corey's like has his head fucking, you know, with his long ass fucking curly, like trying to look out and shit. Can't see, it's all steamed inside. And I'm sitting there, dude. I drank like 2 40s Old English and I have to piss so fucking bad. And dude, like, I was just about to fucking just open up the fucking side door, and piss out, going like 65 miles an hour or whatever we were going. But I had to hold it. And then, so like the second we got there, we like just parked. I fucking like ran, pissed by some bum or whatever, dude. It was like 2-minute fucking Old English piss. I'll never forget that piss. But dude, that show was so sick. That was one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh man, I remember seeing like a lot of those earache bands came around at that time. It was like Napalm, Obituary, and Death, and like Altura. That was a cool time for that.
Yeah, it was.
It was like there were like it was like where heavy metal kind of like fagged off and went like commercially.
Right.
Then it went to earache. It was like now here's the real heavy shit. So it went there. Okay, cool. Like fucking Godflesh, fucking Atrocity and Terrorizer. It was like guys, they know what's up.
Right.
Fuck, dude, that music was fucking killer, dude.
Hell. And then you got 2 more. I mean, not physical copies, but do you have 2 more in mind for your top 5?
Oh man, fuck it, dude. I became a fucking huge Pink Floyd fan when I was in high school, and it was like not because of like Dark Side of the Moon or whatever, but because like I liked it because of the riffing, because they just did whatever the fuck they wanted to do. Almost, it was like it wasn't commercial. The pre Dark Side of the Moon or whatever. It was like it seemed like they just do whatever the fuck they wanted to do and jammed, which was like. When you're a kid jamming, that's a good thing to look up to. Just people jamming,
Right.
I love Echoes and Live in Pompeii was one of my favorites. That video I can watch it over and over. I never get sick. Just jamming in the middle. Just fuck it, let's jam. I love that.
Yeah.
Fucking as far as another one, man. I don't know. I'm a huge Beatles, Floyd, and then grindcore, Sabbath. I'll probably say Sabbath would be the next one.
There you go.
Sabbath was like taught me the drums from Bill Ward. It was like he hit it was always inspirational.
Right.
The way he did double tap instead of like on tunes, cats, tunes, cat. He do a double tap, dance, cat. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that shit. That double tap. But
cowbell.
Fuck yeah, dude. Bill Ward, Max Ward, good drummers.
Right. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, man, I miss playing. It's been a while. Quarantine kind of fucking, shut it all down for a while.
Totally. Yeah.
And, actually, like the first 8 months of quarantine, I got to spend all that time with my son. So it was fucking killer,
Yeah.
Okay. And the government was paying well for those checks. And hell yeah. So I was just staying home, chilling with my son. Great. It's like, now it's kind of getting whatever, but I enjoyed them times.
Absolutely, yeah. I got to sit I was with my kids for 4 months as well.
Dude.
Sorry, the water heater is going off right now.
It gets a little hectic, but it's still a good vibe,
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times you need that, and,
Yeah.
it's good times, but
I loved it, man. I was just like, want to watch the beach today? Let's go.
Oh yeah. Wait, there's nobody on the road? Where is? Oh, everybody's at home.
Everybody's in quarantine.
Oh,
Fine with me.
right.
Can we get pasta and fucking liquor? Great.
Exactly.
It was cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Good time.
All right, well, I gotta end this shit before the fucking 40 minutes goes up. It might have been. We're getting real close. I don't want it to fucking all of a sudden fucking stop. So, yeah, man. Thank you very much for doing this. I'm gonna stop the recording and then I'll hit you back up and then we'll fucking just talk. But I just want to make sure all this gets recorded and all that.
Fuck yeah, man.
But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you doing this.
It's been a good time, dude. I was looking forward to it all day.
Hell yeah.
Being a good boy all day.
Fuck yeah. All right, Thomas. I really appreciate it, and I'm gonna stop the
Okay.
video right now, and then I'll hit you up in a little bit because I gotta render this shit and make sure that it all fucking does it. So.
No problem, bud.
Right on. All right, dog. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Peace.